RVs. Today we are taking a look at the 2024 Coachmen Chaparral 334FL. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Alright, so stepping up to the very front of this floor plan, which is going to be the top key feature of this floor plan, it's going to be the front living area. And in the front living area, you're going to have two opposing slides with sofa sleepers in both of those. So you'll have space for people to come in, visit, but not necessarily set up shop, if that makes sense. And in the very center, you're going to have theater seating there. Those are going to recline, and that is directly in front of your 36-inch gray stone fireplace, your Furrion sound bar, and your TV that's all in an entertainment center with a decent amount of storage space. Also want to note, in your slides, those windows are going to open to let in a nice cross breeze. You're also going to have one of your ducted ACs up here. And this is going to be a unit that's equipped with 3 ACs total. All right, stepping down into the center of this fifth wheel, you're going to have your kitchen and dining area, which is going to have all of your controls for your slides, your awning, lights, things like that. You're also going to have plenty of drawers and cabinetry throughout here. And in your kitchen, it looks like you're going to get stainless steel appliances. So if you have to commit a murder in here, this is where you do it. Make sure the fingerprints go on there. Easy to wipe off. Here you're gonna get a center island, and one thing that I do want to make note of is you do have solid surface countertops in this unit, which is a wonderful thing. You don't have to worry about condensation or water and spills swelling your countertops like you do with a lot of composite materials. Right here, you're gonna have your pantry. Plenty of storage there. And right next to it is where you could put like a little coffee bar or something like that, a little Keurig, something like that. You're also going to have a space down here for your trash can. You have a designated space for that. Little bit of a spice rack up here next to your microwave. And over off to the side here, you have a little bit more storage. Not too much, but every little bit of storage counts, and Chaparral has done a pretty good job at maximizing the storage here. One thing I like about this unit also is that in the slide one, you have an absolutely massive window to be able to open up, get a nice little breeze going there while you're eating. And you're also going to have table and chairs instead of a dinette. I'm a big fan of that. I feel like it just gives a unit a lot more homey feel, right? And up here is where your second AC is going to be. And you do have quite a bit of lighting up here. And even over the sink and island, you're going to have an accent light there, which I think is pretty cool. All right, two things I want to make note of before we go into the bedroom and bath area is, one, this is going to be your control for your AC units. It's going to be a digital, and it's going to control all 3 zones from this one monitor. I also want to make note of how this RV uses Azdel instead of a Luan composite material like you see in a lot of other ones. A few things I like about Azdel are, one, it being a little bit more flexible and moisture resistant, which means that it's going to be mold and mildew resistant. I am a severe asthmatic, so that's one of those things that I think about when I go into these things. Don't have one right now of my own, but wouldn't mind owning one someday. So those are the little things that I think about. All right, so stepping back here, we're going to enter into the bedroom, which is going to have this absolutely massive king size bed, which is also going to have plenty of underbed storage as well. Now, in your bedroom slide on the opposing sides, those windows, those are going to open to let in a cross breeze. This window where the headboard is, that's not going to open. But you're also going to have some accent and reading lights up there with some overhead storage up there as well. And you're gonna have plenty of cabinetry throughout here. So you're gonna have some cabinets up there. You're gonna have a chest of drawers right there off to the side of the bed. Then up here, you're gonna have kind of an entertainment center where your TV would go. You're gonna have cabinetry up there. You're gonna have another chest of drawers right there, and then you're gonna have wardrobe space right there. Let's see. Plenty of space for clothing. And in your chest of drawers, the tops are actually gonna flip up and just give you a little bit of extra storage space for some items that you want to stay out of sight, things like jewelry and things like that. All right, so the last room we're going to talk about in this unit on the inside is going to be the room behind these barn doors, which are going to kind of magnetically stay shut here in the center right there. So let's separate those. And you have this absolutely massive bathroom, especially for an RV. Plenty of space. You're also going to have a dual vanity. I'm a little bit jealous. This bathroom is nicer than the one in my apartment. I don't like that, you know? If I'm going to be paying for an apartment, I want my bathroom to be nicer than the RVs. But this one kind of crushes those hopes and dreams. So you're going to have lots of vanity mirrors up here. And these medicine cabinets, they are going to be functional. Those are going to be actual cabinets. Down here, you're going to have one of your faucets. And it's not going to be the cheap plastic that you see. These are going to be very nice faucets. And you're going to have two, so you're going to have a bit of a double vanity, but it's going to be a corner. So really efficient use of that space there. Down here, you're going to have drawers. And over here, and right there, you're going to have little cabinet doors. Here's going to be where your shower is going to be at. And you're also going to have a seat in the shower. For those that have mobility issues or just can't stand for very long, that's always a nice little touch to have. And you're going to have tri-sliding glass doors instead of one of those pull curtains or what have you. One thing I also want to talk about while we're in here is that you're going to have on-demand hot water, which is great for those of us that like to take marathon showers. I am one of those people, you know. I have whole concerts in showers. It'd be me, Adele, Whitney, Boosie, Webby, Tupac. I have a wide variety of music tastes. I'm polyamorous, if you will, right? Right here is going to be your control for your water heater. That's gonna control your temperature for it. I'm one of those people. I want to jump out of the shower with first-degree burns. Flash steamy like a tomato, peel that whole first layer of skin off. I am that person. Some people aren't that person though. Some people like a cool 105, 110. Give me first degree burns. I want to be borderline hospitalized. So up here, you're gonna have some more medicine cabinets, and down here, you're gonna have a pedal flush porcelain toilet. And if you so desired, right here is a ton of storage, but it's also where your washer and dryer would go if you decided to put one in here. So very functional on the space inside of here. But now that we've talked about all the space in here, let's step outside. All right, starting with your first storage compartment towards the very front, you're gonna have where your battery is gonna go, and you're also gonna have your solar charge controls. Yes, you do have solar on board on this particular unit. All right, coming around to the side here, you're gonna have one of your two 30-pound propane bottles, and right next to that is gonna be your center pass-through storage. Plenty of space down there. It's also worth noting that in your storage doors, you're gonna have slam shut latches, which are always nice to have. Right here, you're gonna have your side camera prep. These are prepped for the Furion camera system on the sides and the rear. And you're also gonna have an electrical outlet right there just beneath that. Of course, you're gonna have your absolutely massive awning that's going to extend out above where that dinette slide is. And you're also going to have some LED lights in that awning just for, they're really amazing at nighttime. Quite a sight to see. Down here, you're going to have those solid, more stable and steady Lippert steps. Those are meant to support up to, I want to say 400 pounds. A lot more sturdy than the floating steps that we're used to in a lot of campers. And you're also going to have a little grab handle right here for support. Coming around to the side over here, you're going to have some outdoor speakers right there. In case you wanted to play music on the radio inside and or outside, you have the option to do both. Right? You're also going to have some more electrical outlets right there. And in the rear, you have a little outdoor fridge, which most people are going to use for beer. That's what I always hear from people. I'm not a beer drinker, but hey, if that's you, do your thing. You're also going to have a ladder on board already. That is going to be a fully walkable roof. On the roof, you're going to be able to see your skylights, your vents, your ACs, your solar panel, things like that, right? Back here, of course, is going to be your turn signal indicators, and up there is where your rear camera would go. Right here on the rear is where you would plug into shore power. And you're also going to have a little hitch right there. It's not meant to really tow anything with, just like a bike rack or something like that. Not meant to pull anything behind it. So coming around to the other side, underneath it, you're going to have your enclosed underbelly there. Right here is also going to be one of your dump stations. And just above that is going to be your access for your hot water heater. And coming around towards, a little bit more towards the front is going to be where your other dump station is going to be at. And just really quick, I wanted to touch on that enclosed underbelly just a little bit. That's going to make your unit more durable in those more extreme weather temperatures. It's going to be heated and enclosed to keep your pipes from freezing over, which in a house, that's a nightmare. We know in an RV that would be a nightmare as well. So just another thing that Chaparral thought about when constructing this absolutely wonderful floor plan. So right here is going to be your furnace exhaust. Don't touch that, very hot. On the other side of your pass-through storage is going to be a lot of your water controls, outdoor shower with a quick connect spray port, things like that. But more importantly for a lot of people, not more importantly, but a nice feature that a lot of people are going to be particularly interested in is going to be your auto leveling jacks. So right there's your control panel for that. Always a nice thing to have. Most campgrounds are going to have, you know, pretty level grounds already, but if you're not in the campground, if you're on the off beaten path, so to speak, it's always nice to be able to auto level it instead of having to come out and stabilize it yourself. And right here is going to be just a little bit of specifications on this particular unit. So you're going to have your dry weight of just over 12,300 pounds. You're going to have your overall length of 42.5 feet. You're going to have gross vehicle weight rating, tire size, things like that. Some information for you to consider whether or not your vehicle can pull it. And if it can't, just get another one. Duh, it's that easy. Now from the front, you would never know all that information on the RV, all of what the floor plan entails, how nice it is on the inside, but Chaparral did their big one with this one. So that concludes this video. If you guys want to see any particular ones, me do a walkthrough on those, drop down in the comments, like, share, subscribe, all the type of stuff, and I will see you guys for the next video.